Hi, everyone. And I think this is our fifth or fourth session. I'm going to start by just recapping. And if you want me to pause and maybe show you the application, that's fine. If it's your first time, so you can just share in the comments that if you want me to show you one of the applications that I explained before. But today I'm going to share also other applications and maybe we can reflect on them. So far, I've seen that the majority of you have used the DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, Consensus, okay? But previously, we actually explored many applications. So we explored ChatGPT, and I also told you about a framework to create lesson plans. It's called Task Builder. Task Builder is a framework that I created. Task Builder, Task Builder that I created to create lesson plans that can also focus on critical thinking. And I'd love to have one of our sessions talking about academic integrity because I've been teaching several subjects and I've been seeing that students rely heavily on artificial intelligence without even thinking, even native speakers. It's not just non-native speakers. Also, I've seen students like they're like native speaking students and they just type the question and then copy and paste and then they start their projects. And I'm like, what is this? This is not even a good project. Okay. So I started teaching them how to lead with ChatGPT, then actually have ChatGPT lead them. Okay. And so there are many ways in which we can teach students to use ChatGPT responsibly. But the problem is academic integrity is not an AI problem. It's a behavior problem. So that's really a big thing. And that's what actually Stanford University discovered through research. So they did research before AI, like several years ago, about high schoolers' plagiarism. And they found out that many students in high school plagiarize. I think it was 70%. And then after ChatGPT, they found out that the same percentage still persists. It's 70%. And then they concluded that it's not an artificial intelligence problem. Cheating is a behavior problem. And so also the problem is probably pedagogical problem. So if we as educators wanted to make sure that students don't plagiarize, so we need to address the issues around this. And also we need to equip ourselves with pedagogical awareness, new innovative, I don't want to say innovative pedagogies or new pedagogies because actually pedagogy is out there, but not many people practice it. I see in many schools that they rely on lower order thinking skills without addressing higher order thinking skills. And actually, you can ask specific questions to understand if the student understand what they're doing or not. Or you can actually put some questions, certain questions in your activity in which you can make sure that the students are doing their task and at the same time that ChatGPT doesn't know how to create these specific or can't generate an answer to this. Okay. Oh. So previously we explored HeyGen and Synthesia. Was there anyone here when we explored these two websites? HeyGen and Synthesia. So this is something that we created last time.
Welcome, chosen one. You've been called for a mission that most have ignored. The earth is drowning in
Can
waste.
you listen to her?
Stopped caring.
So do you hear her?
They never learned the power of proper recycling. But you have the chance to change
So we created this for a game, okay, for a hackathon. And yeah, but we didn't use it. So we changed our mind. We created something else, okay? But we created this for a hackathon. And as you can see, like for example, this one, I created this for a project, for an educational project, and I put it in my design. And
Hello there. Shall I call
and she will move her hand. She will use hand
Don't
gestures.
answer that. Time's ticking. We've got a real head scratcher here. Somebody's
Yeah.
gone and taken out poor Mr. Carter. Yeah, the science teacher who always handed out those tips.
Okay. And so this is really good because we usually learn when the AI really feels like a human. Okay. And so you can create your video avatar. So I usually use avatar video and then create landscape video. And I choose any of these. You can also customize them. No, not customize them. When you choose one, it will have many posters. Okay. You can use professional, you can use lifestyle, some YouTube or some TV shows, AI generated. I'm not sure, like maybe these are real people. And because in HeyGen, you can, but I don't know how yet. I've seen actually professors on LinkedIn, they copied, like they cloned themselves and then they put them on HeyGen. Okay, this one, for example, let's see. So you can also have different styles of that person. Okay, and then let's see, I'm gonna choose this guy. And then, yeah, so I've chosen this guy. Okay, so we have a video, but then we don't have a script. Okay. Welcome to the new era of video creation with HeyGen Simply. So one of the problems with HeyGen is that it's better not to create different scripts. Okay, so you don't need to create different, and this is the problem that I got into. It only gives you one for the free version. And if you added another script, it's not going to be included in the video. So what I do is that I just create one long script and it will take it. Okay. I mean, it's very stupid, by the way. Like, it wouldn't take 5 sentences across 3 scripts, but it can take the same 5 sentences in one script. Okay. Which is fine for me. So let's create. So welcome to the AI show. Today I'm gonna show you how to integrate AI in your class. There are a plethora of tools that you can use to engage students. Something like that, okay? What did I make mistake? Oh, okay. Then it will take some time to generate. Let's see. Just let's test it. It's not gonna actually move. So the guy is not gonna move. Once you submit.
Welcome to the AI show. Today, I'm going to show you how to integrate AI in your class. There are a plethora of tools that you can use to engage students.
Yeah. So usually in Synthesia and HeyGen, while you are editing the video, they don't show you the movements. But once you submit, it actually links like the lip syncing, the movements and everything to the video, untitled video, AI show. FPS. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they only give you frame per second, only 25. That's fine. MP4, my videos, AI show. Okay, so everything is good. Now we're gonna submit. It might take a while to process. Yeah. So I think I'll go back to the PowerPoint that I created with Gamma. I was actually sleeping. I was actually laying down. And then I was like, okay, I want to do a recap and then introduce 2 tools. Okay. So I just typed on my mobile phone, hey, this is going to be a recap on these AI tools. And I just listed them to Gamma. And then I'm going to teach these tools. And then Gamma actually grouped the tools. I didn't actually ask Gamma to group the tools, but they figured out that HeyGen and Synthesia are video content creation. They, of course, made mistakes, definitely, with others. So they give you, what's it called? They give you an outline so that you can review, and then you can change whatever description that they made it wrong, and then you can create your own description. So I reviewed the outline, and then I didn't change anything that I felt is right. And I also looked at this picture and I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. It's AI in the way. I actually wish that I could delete this, but I liked it so far. So Ideogram is one of the best tools that I also explained it before. And also it gives you a magic prompt. So it gives you a magic prompt. Okay. Elicit. I love Elicit because it can also give you a systematic review of literature, but only 2 systematic reviews every month. And then later, it can give you like a very short literature review for 4 research papers. And if you want more, you have to pay. I actually don't pay. I'm okay with these 4 research tools just to give me an idea. One of the problems with research, so if you have used research tools, please let me know what could be some of the problems that you see in these research tools. Okay. Which one is paid, Hanan? Do you get a free account with the university? Yeah, for HeyGen, yes, I have a paid account with my university. Actually, yeah, I feel like universities in Europe, because I teach in a university in Germany, they actually pay more than US. So they pay more for applications, especially AI applications, than the US. Okay. Yeah, so Elicit is one of the best tools that I have used. Okay, so let's see this guy and let me know if you can hear his voice. Just
Welcome to the AI show. Today, I'm going to show you how to integrate AI in your class. There are a plethora of tools that you can use to engage students.
Yeah, so you see, in the past, like maybe six years ago, but that's on Amazon Sumerian. I'm not sure if you heard of Amazon Sumerian avatars. So Amazon Sumerian avatars, we used to create an avatar on Amazon. It's like a 3D virtual reality or augmented reality avatar. And then you use coding to make this avatar move, to make this avatar move their gestures. And this depends on certain words that you use, so that you use in the text. Okay? So I think probably they're using the same technique. They're using the same technique like Amazon. If your avatar would say I, you generate the code, and this code can be generated automatically. And then you put the text, and then you ask Amazon to generate the hand gesture code. And then if the AI says I, so it will point to itself. If it say hi, it will wave. So I think they're using the same probably, or something like that. Because no way, like this guy would move his hand without it being related to the words they say. Like when we say certain words, we usually use specific hand gestures. And I think they're using probably the same technique. Okay. So we used the Ideogram, as I said before, we used HeyGen and Elicit. Just okay. ChatGPT and ChatPDF, I know that, and also there is ChatDoc. Okay. So we use that, and also I showed you there are actually tools in ChatGPT that can make your life easier. And I think I remember I showed you. So if you go to Explore GPT, you can find you just do a search. It's as if you are searching on Google, but you're just trying to find some free GPTs, and then just type whatever you're looking for. If you find it, just look at the usage. If it's 100,000, 20,000, that's fine. So, and then you can start using it. So there are many tools on GPT. I actually used to use Consensus on ChatGPT, not the website itself. But then I found Elicit, and I also found many other tools. If you are interested in also knowing about research tools, next week I can show you that. If you're also interested about, is anyone here interested about virtual reality? Like using virtual reality games, designing games for students. Yeah, so please type yes for which one, virtual reality or games, because there are actually two websites for virtual reality. And yeah, so the problem is I actually know the CEO. So this website, you only have up to 8 students, but it's really amazing. It's really amazing. And you can create your AI avatar. You can create also 3D objects. I was talking about 2 tools. Yeah. There are also another tool where you can create a game for your students, but it's a 2D game. So the one that I'm familiar with, I know how to create the games with it. The other one is like I'm still exploring it. Yeah. No, I'm gonna mention them next time. No, not next time. So next time, which one do you want first? The research or the VR? And because the research, there are actually more than 30 tools. And the VR, I think probably 6. That's a very good question, Neda. Does it differ from using the generic? Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. I actually created my own GPTs. So these are my GPTs. Adventure Crafter. It's like AI assistant for creating text and image based on choose your own adventure games in fan fiction. I created this. Research Buddy, but I just created these for fun. I don't think I published them. But there is one that I published for my students, voice user interface design. So it's a tutor in voice user interface design. And there are many ways that you can create them. And the only way to create them is you need to have an account on ChatGPT. Okay. What's going on? Oh, because I can't edit it. I can't because I don't have an account now, a paid account. Oh. Yeah, because I don't have a paid account, so I can't edit it. But you can create your own GPT. Yes, get ChatGPT Plus to create and share your own GPTs. I no longer pay for ChatGPT. I don't feel like I need to pay for it. But explore GPTs, so let's say Facebook ads virtual assistant, Facebook post generator. So this one, you have 100,000 messages, okay? This means that this is highly used and this is good. And also when you click on it, you will find the rating. So it's 4.4, which means it's good. Okay, this is really good. I also use it for UX design sometimes for my classes. So Figma, GPT, this is 10,000, but this one is 100,000, 50,000. So this is really good. This is a lifesaver. There is also a cover letter that I've used recently. Okay, it's 500,000. So you can use it to generate. It's really good. This cover letter is really good. And also, I don't know why they are using DALL-E 2. I don't know why. You don't include I'm not sure. But some professions, they can probably include it, especially like UX designers or art. I don't know. But yeah, but of course, they have actions. So an action is you have an API or you have a code. I actually did this in one of my, but I don't think I can show you because I'm not on a paid version now. Actions mean that you have linked this GPT to another website. So you have linked it with API. And sometimes people use code. And sometimes also people link it to, so Replit is an IDE for Python. So they can create their own Replit and then they can link it. Yeah. No, this is large language model. This is a large language model. Okay, yeah. So do you see? More by masterinterview.ai, which actually justifies why they're using actions. So action means that this company has used actions. They linked their website API to ChatGPT, and that's why it gives you good results. It's not generic. Okay. Okay. Let's back to TWE. So also, I explained the TWE. It's for language AI, for language learning. It has some interesting activities and exercises. Okay, so the one that we're going to explore today is Diffit. Have you heard of Diffit? I'm waiting for your responses. Have you heard of Diffit? And what does it mean? It's actually one of the best tools that I have used. Oh, no. Okay, so let's try it and see. Okay, so Diffit actually is a website, is an AI. Oh, TWE, I explained the TWE before, I think probably second. So yeah, maybe I can recap on it maybe next time because we don't have much time today. Diffit is for differentiated instruction. I'm just typing it, differentiated instruction. Okay. So it generates reading. Yeah. So someone last time asked about interactive or generating quizzes. Okay. And I think this one is really good, especially if you don't have a learning management system or you want to create something quick for your students. And then you can put it on Google Forms without actually creating a Google form yourself. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay. Can someone just give me a topic, theme, or a question? Can someone give me climate change? Can we narrow it down? Can we narrow the topic so maybe a specific topic? Recycling? Okay. Recycling. Yeah, aligned to. So this is, you know that, what's it called? Schools in the US, they have specific standards. It's called, I think, core core something. I don't remember because I teach in higher education. For me, I'm not interested to align it because we're doing this for second language learning, fifth grade. So I usually choose something that could be aligning with second language. Sorry? Okay, so that would align with language learning, informational text or fictional text. So we'll do it informational and then generate resource. Okay, so it generated an image. Okay, so let's see it one by one. Oh my God. So it generated, so this is for kindergarten. We actually here in the US, sometimes we use kindergarten videos for ESL students like A1, A2, because sometimes we don't find the resources. And so it shows you recycle bins. So this is maybe a PowerPoint presentation or something. Okay. And then, because what I did yesterday wasn't actually. Oh, so did you use this application before, or what do you mean by visited them before? Okay. So this is an adapted reading passage. Okay. So you can customize the text length, short, medium, long. Okay. Which is really amazing. So you can customize it for different types of students. Add, remove content. So remove information, rewrite with vocabulary words. Like it gives you liberty to do many things. Writing style. Do you want a poem, a short story, argumentative essay? Most of us teach argumentative essay. Tense. Yeah. Present, past simple, perfect, or you custom it. This is really great. I love, or you can just put the custom instructions. Okay. You can just put whatever you want, which is better. And you can hide sources or show sources, IEEE or Wikipedia. So these are all the sources. So if you're teaching like maybe higher levels, you can cite the sources, or you can just hide the sources. You can also edit. That's amazing. Okay. These are also the key vocabulary words. Recycling, planet. That's amazing. Which other AI platforms? How do you find it different from other AI programs? Which AI programs? Like, how do you compare this with which, like, the previous ones I shared? Well, the previous ones I shared were video, image. They're different. The previous ones I shared were completely different. They were images, research. Like, this one is different. This one has a different purpose, a different value proposition, like they usually say. This one is also different from Tweet. It's actually much better. But this one is aligned with native speakers. Okay? So it's aligned with standards, but you can customize it. The advantage with the Diffit, to be honest, I'm going to show you why I love Diffit. So I can. Okay. Yeah, but the ones that I showed before are totally different, even Tweet. I'm going to show you why I love Diffit. It's amazing. Okay, so you can also edit the summary. Okay, you can add more. I think if you used Copy AI and all these writing generators, you can add images, you can edit, you can copy multiple choice questions. So these are multiple choice questions, short answer questions, open-ended questions. Okay. Okay, I forgot. So do you see? I think this is awesome. Like for me, if I'm preparing a lesson, I would customize it for my students. And then this is the magic that I love. You can print this out. You can save it as a PDF. You can also export it to printable document. But the magic is you can export it to Google Form. And it's not generating activity. It's actually generating magic. Open Google Form. Open Google Form. That's it. With the image title. And then you see, and you can go to the settings. You can create it as a quiz. I love it. You didn't spend much time to create the quiz for your students. I think it's really cool. And you can make it in different languages if you want. You can also translate. I think you can, let's see, I didn't actually try the translate one, but yeah, and you can also choose the sections to translate. So let's see how it's gonna translate it. Yeah, إعادة التدوير مفيدة لعالمنا. It will just keep the multiple choice questions. So maybe you can change them. But I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna just put it back to English just to show you another magic. Another magic. I was wowed when I saw this. Okay, so remember, this is about recycling. You see these student ready activities. These are templates. So let me see if there's a question. Is how it's related to differentiation. How is it? Yeah, you can customize it. You can add text length. I remember yesterday, I'm not sure what I chose. It had medium, easy. I don't remember what I chose yesterday. It had medium, easy, difficult here for the reading passage. So I think I chose something else today. Okay. But you can also customize it to generate an easy text, a medium difficulty text, and a difficult text. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question, but I actually don't remember. Maybe you can try explore it with another activity and then see. But I remember yesterday because I created an activity and yeah, and I also use many AI tools, so I usually forget like certain nuances. Okay. Turn your resource into student activity. So let's see. Yeah. This is a bubble map graphic organizer. The center of the bubble map has an image that represents the reading to help get you started. Fill in the connection bubbles with concepts, ideas, questions, and details that connect the image to the reading example. This image connects to the reading because repetition helps what? Kokpana, clean your purpose before creating the rotation. Okay, I'm not fluent on the recycling topic, but I think maybe you can customize it or whatever. It depends on what you want to do, how you want to do it. Okay, you can also customize the activity. So you can change the question. Oh, okay. So these are actually many ones. Yeah. So these are tons of activities that you can customize. Yeah, I think that's great. So you can also edit the content. Okay. Wait, let's go now. Yeah, probably I think we need to. Okay. So these are definitions, recycling, use it in a sentence, an image to represent it. So maybe the student can come up with some images and so on. So I think it's really interesting. So they generate different tools for it, different activities. Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you, do you think that because of all these tools, teachers are going to be replaced? I'm getting a little bit scared. I'm watching so many podcasts on AI and everyone's saying we're being replaced. And what I see, they're actually doing everything. And one of the things I've tried, I don't know if you've heard about it or not. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit fast. I don't want to take a lot of time. Is Essay Corrector AI. It's Grader, sorry. Essay Grader AI. And this one is really amazing. It did correct all the essays of my students using the rubric that I created, and it was accurate. So I was like, okay, why am I doing this? So these are
the
I wanted
essay.
to comment on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So the essay corrector is something that have been used for a long time, especially at ETS. It's the company that creates the TOEFL exams. AI can't replace educators because of the social and the cultural perspectives of human communication. But the problem is, would AI replace teachers? It has replaced some teachers. And actually, I attended an event that was hosted by a university, and they were talking very enthusiastically about artificial intelligence and artificial tutors. And they said that we can't find ESL teachers because I'm not sure why. They are in upstate New York. And so we only have one. And we used an AI tutor to train the students. And then the human teacher will get the report, and then they will focus on the problems that the students have. And I wanted to ask him this question, but I asked him many questions before. Do you think that AI will replace you one day? Like, why are you so enthusiastic about it? But anyways, I'm not sure about this. There have been actually many responses, especially against Duolingo when they announced AI first. But I don't have, okay, Hanan. Okay. So, how many AI tools do you want me to explain every time? I was just showing you stuff that we did, just recapping. So, how many AI tools do you think is enough for every session? Two or three? Two? Okay. Yeah, but for the game one, it will be one because the game one is really, it's not that easy. So, yeah. So maybe we can make it in maybe 3 sessions or something. Okay. Let me show you the other one because we're past the time. I don't remember where.